Hello, this is Joe and you're watching JB TV. It's November, and that means it's time to save hundreds of dollars on gym equipment. And you only need to spend a couple thousand to get there. Now, I was originally going to do a review on the GetRx center post and RX3 lat and low row seat pad. And then I was just going to casually mention that, Black Friday's happening. But I got to take a sneak peek at the sales that are happening for November 3rd. And I knew I just had to put it out there. Not every item is on sale for the exact same percentage. And there are some deals that are better than others in my opinion. Once I saw some of the deals on here, I knew it was going to get spicy. Now, let's get to the sales. So now, even the new stuff like the RX3 Phoenix and Viper cable towers, they're on sale. The plate-loaded Phoenix tower, it comes down from about $1,650 down to $1,480, so it's 10%, which is nice because normally new items like that are not typically discounted at all. So at 10% is pretty good. That Phoenix tower is at $2,000. It drops down to $1,800 on the sale. The one that I'm really excited on is this Viper cable tower. Now that's dropping from about $1,800 to $1,600. They don't do a plate stack version of the Viper because the point of this is to be super slim, and it's coming off the wall only about 5 inches. As someone with a limited footprint, this is something that I'm definitely eyeing. And the fact that it went on sale, pretty cool. Some of you may know that I turned my Rep PR5000 Athena into a tornado rack by adding tornado arms. And if you're just starting from scratch, you could actually enter that ecosystem on a 4-post plate-loaded tornado rack. Comes in at a 20% discount, so that brings this $2,400 price down all the way to $1,900, which is absolutely insane to me. Actually, all of their plate-loaded tornado racks are 20% off, not just this one. But to think you could get in that ecosystem for under $2,000 is pretty wild. Now, if you don't care about tornado arms, but you do want just a straight up cable tower, the traditional versions of these machines, they are at 25% off. So you've got this functional trainer at $1,070. You can get that all the way down to like $800. Or if you don't care about the weight stat, you can actually get the plate-loaded version of that same thing. It drops from $325 all the way down to $240. So you can get literally a nice little cable trainer here for under $250 once they apply the 25% sale off. Going next, we've got things like the lat pull-down low-row weight stack tower. This was another one that stuck out to me. This one is 20% off, which brings the price down by a little over $200 as well. Now, outside of the big machines, some of the ones that struck my eye were like this GHD. It's $500 right now. It's going to be 20% off, which basically just chunks off $100. So now you're getting in at a little under $400. There's a whole bunch of bars that are discounted. I really like these ones, these little mini lifter bars, because they're for like your kids or for a new lifter. They are lighter, they're smaller, and these come in at 25% off. So you're getting basically like a $100 bar for $75. The other bar that I noticed, this one was a hex bar. Now it's not an open hex bar, so you're not going to be able to do lunges with this as easy, but any other like deadlifts or other movements with the hex bar that you could do on this one. This hex bar actually drops by 25%. Now, most of these accessories are already pretty inexpensive. They're marked down pretty nice. All the resistance bands, their weight vest, their sit-up pad, sandbags, all of it's 30% off. And these particular Zebex tactical wall balls are going to be an extra 30% off as well. All the other wall balls, though, are still discounted at 20%. But this one, 30% off. Pretty sweet. So we do have sleds. GetRx and Zebex are basically the same thing. Zebex is just like their cardio line. Their regular sleds are all at 10% off, which those things rarely go on sale. But this one in particular, the traditional sled here, great if you're not in an HOA or if you plan on taking this like outside on grass or to parks. Those really big ones with the wheels, you definitely can't throw them in your trunk and then, train out at a park. These ones you can. Yeah, this one drops in price all the way down from $110 down to $80. So although it's not as fancy as the other ones, it's a pretty decent deal. If you're looking at plates, those are all going to be on a discount as well. All the bumper plates, all the dumbbells, they're all 15% off. Kettlebells are also 12% off, so they did discount those a little bit above the 10% blanket discount that they're doing on everything. Even at just 15% and 12%, they can add up if you're buying multiples, which you probably are if you're buying some dumbbells or kettlebells, bumper plates. One of the other ones that I really liked. So pieces of like the builder rack, like the builder rack stuff, they're all 20 to 25% off. So if you're looking at upping your storage game, this would be a good time to do it. And pretty much all the builder rack stuff, it's going to be 10 to 20% off. But this dip horn really stood out to me. This dip horn is actually 30% off. It's down from 115 to 80. Now that's a great deal if you don't have a dip horn. To put this into perspective, when I bought my dip horn for Mutant Metals, that thing cost me $540. Now, yeah, it is going to be a little fancier, but for a seventh of the price, you can essentially get the same type of functionality with this dip horn. Now, those are pretty much all the best deals that I saw on the site. A lot of these products rarely go on sale, and they're discounting everything, even the new stuff. If I didn't own any GetRx stuff, I would definitely be buying the things that I already have currently, like the center post, tornado arms, or tornado arm rack, the RX3 lat pull and low row pad, which is basically like a 2-in-1 piece. These aren't like the super sweet sale ones, but these are the super cool and nifty. So there's like this, the center post, and this is a whole ecosystem in its own. But the center post can do so many things, and that's why I have a whole review coming out, and it's going to couple with this one because those two products go really well together. This is the RX3 lat pull and low row pad. So it's a 2-in-1. And then you guys already know my affinity for the tornado arms. If I were starting over, I would probably jump on a deal like this, get some of these systems for 10 to 20% off. Anyways, that's it. It's just kind of a quickie video, so you didn't have to click around and see what's discounted where. This is some of the best discounts that I saw when they gave me a list of all the sales that are happening. Take care, lift heavy, and I'll see you next time.